I've been dreaming of a afterlife.
Hi guys, it's Via Vampire, and today I am representing the Scene LGT models. And for those of you who would like to apply for our application, let me just help you out a little bit. So one of the reasons you most likely are going to be rejected is for photos, but a little bit obvious. So I'm just going to help give you a few tips to hopefully make sure that next time you're not rejected. You can do it. Okay, so first, I would like to talk about varying your photos. So when you submit photos to anything, like as an application, if you want a model, you need to show that you can have a variety of looks and expressions and something that makes you different. You don't want to have someone who always just has one look, because it gets boring. You want to be exciting and make people like really excited and interested when they see your pictures. So one of the ways you can do that is just by experimenting. Have fun, play around. Choose different settings, try out different looks and poses that you might not have thought of doing before. And if it looks silly, hey, just delete it. You don't have to share it with everyone. You tried, and if it does look good, then congrats. It's something new you can do. Something else is don't overcrop the photo. If you do have a background, you want to make sure you are the focus of the photo, but you also don't want to be, like, you gotta find like a good middle, because you don't want it to be so kind of like cutting you off in awkward places, but you also don't want a background to be so big that you just get lost in the scenery. You always want to make sure that you are the focus, and depending on what story you're trying to telling, that people understand what's going on. So if you want to take a photo with a big beautiful background, that's fine, but you don't want to get lost in it, and you don't want people to overlook you. Otherwise, why are you modeling? So basically, just don't be insignificant in your pictures. Also, make sure that nothing's too busy or too cluttery. Like if you're taking a picture in your room, try to do it in a neat, blank wall type area, so the focus is all on you. And I mean, if you have a mess and dirty laundry, no one has to see that. So also, I'm sorry if I'm just looking around a little bit. I'm looking at my notes that I prepared. So adding on to that, just be aware what's around you in the photo. You can interact with things to make it more interesting and, like I mentioned earlier, to tell a story. But besides that, you don't want to make something look out of place. If you're taking a picture in the bathroom, you don't really want someone to be walking out of the stall behind you, or it just doesn't fit. You don't take pictures in a bathroom and then want to post them publicly to represent yourself. Sure, you can take selfies in there that just randomly, but you don't want those images to be what represents you in the eyes of the public. Next, holding your camera and using your camera. If you cannot get someone else to take a picture for you, don't hold the camera like this at arm's length. You see that in horror movies. It doesn't look pretty. It's like this. You don't want that. And besides, you're limiting what you can do in a photo if you have to hold it. Because there's so many things you can do with your hands just to add something to the photo. Just play around. So you don't want to limit yourself in any way if you can help it. A great way to fix that is by putting your camera on self-timer. So that frees up your hands for you to do whatever you want. Let's see. Lighting. When you are taking pictures, I'm sure some of you have experienced this, that certain areas have different lights, and when you're in those lights, you can look really good or really bad. Bathroom lights, for example, bad. They do not flatter anyone. It may look good through your own eyes, eyes into the mirror, but when it shows up on camera, it is not what you expect. So try to avoid really fluorescent lights, or something that's going to be like really harsh and just really unnatural, because it just makes your face, it can make your face look really washed out, and or just create like really just like undefined features. So when you want to take a photo, do like as best as you can to get natural lighting. Open a window and like take it in the sunlight if you don't want to go outside. Just like open up the curtains or the blinds or whatever you have. Even if it's kind of dark out, sometimes, like if it's like kind of rainy and cloudy, sometimes that light can look really soft and pretty. It's all about just trying out what looks good with you. So try to avoid really harsh lights, and especially the angle of your face in that light. Because if you're holding the light from down here or from like certain angles, it actually does change how your face looks. I saw a video one time of a woman who literally put a light all around her face and showed exactly how different it can look. So it might not be that flattering from different angles. So just try it out and figure out what you like best, and learn how to position your body into what is most flattering and most comfortable for you. So as for positioning yourself, if you want to look at the camera, focus on the camera. Have your eyes meet so that way they draw attention to the eyes, and it's not like you're looking at someone taking your picture, you're looking at the person viewing the picture. So it kind of creates this connection between you and the viewer. You also, like whatever you do, if you don't want to look at it, make sure your eyes follow the direction of your nose. It can really help, like, once again, like tell a story or just pretty much make it look more coherent as an altogether image. So it really like depends what kind of look you're going for, if you want something really dead on or something that really connects with the audience, or if you want to focus just on something else. And like I said with body positioning, just kind of, find something that is flattering for you. What you think makes your body look best, and just makes you look best. It makes you feel great. You want to be confident when you present these pictures. So you don't want to send in something that you think, oh, I like how my face looks, but I think I look really fat in that picture. Or my leg looks really weird because it's all kind of bent and then cut off. So you just want to be careful about that. And sometimes, I know I've taken a lot of photos too, especially when I was just starting out, where I wasn't aware of how I would position my body in front of the camera and where the camera was. I would cut off my arm by sticking it kind of behind me and return to the side. So then you couldn't see the back of my arm, and it looked amputated. So you just kind of want to be aware of what you're doing. And so I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope it helped you a lot. And just to leave you guys off, just relax, be comfortable, and have fun. That's how you get the best images, when you can really connect with what you're doing and it's genuine. So thank you for watching. Good luck!